possibility of now obviously pulling back, right? Where do you pull back to? You will always pull back to the nearest zone that you obviously picked up on a bigger time frame. Now the market is now moving from that zone, making its way back up again, right? But now we are still stuck in that zone. Now I am now going to move to a smaller time frame. Remember guys, we can't always be right. This is me still predicting the market. I'm trying to see if what I'm predicting might actually come to pass. So this is now the H4. Let's just move to daily. We are on daily. Great. So if you look now on daily, this is usually the time frame I use to execute my trades, right? I see that we obviously had that pullback, very clean. Now the market is trying to make its way back to our nearest zone of sensitivity. Just to boost my confidence, I'm definitely going to add a trend line. Simplified Forex guys, I'm just going to add a trend line. I said I use 0.1. This is my second point. I would have definitely drawn it like this. But now I want you to see what happens when you draw this trend line like this, right? Someone else might say this trend line is not accurate, which is definitely fine. But I draw my trend line based on the first point, the second point to be tested. The fact that all these candles could not break this trend line means that it was respecting the trend line. It is definitely accurate, right? We have 0.1, we have 0.2 of the trend line, and then they struggled to break. We had this huge candlestick that finally made its way up. Now if I'm saying I'm trying to make my way all the way up there, I now have a buying trend line that has been broken. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. If I now have a buying trend line that has been broken, I now also have the responsibility to now try and understand if this is not just the market pulling back, right? Is it pulling back to test the trend line? Because I said anything that is broken must be retested. Are you pulling back to test the trend line? Are you not going to make your way are you going to make your way down to the zone of sensitivity at the bottom here? This is now where I'm just going to put my horizontal lines into place. Let's do this. I'm going to put my horizontal lines into place. Here we are. I'm just going to mark the zone that I could pick up here. We see that this was a pullback zone from way back in the past. It still applies in the future. So I put my horizontal line here. I now want to see if the market is going to break this zone. Is it just retesting the zone? Are we going to break past and make our way all the way up there, or are we going to come down here? I will now move to a smaller time frame. Remember guys, you're just moving time frames to try and give yourself a better understanding of what exactly you're trying to execute. I can already see that there was a consolidation here. This consolidation to me says we could not break past a zone, and I am definitely not going to ignore it, right? And you also want to be very attentive to the wicks that the market gives birth to. These wicks now mean on smaller time frames. I'm just going to move to a smaller time frame. I don't usually use them, but I want you to see what these wicks mean. On a smaller time frame, you'll see how the market was basically just consolidating. The market was basically just consolidating. We're going back to H4, and I can now confidently say I am definitely going to predict a sell for GBP USD. I am predicting a sell for GBP USD. I am not certain. I will wait for the market to give birth to what I am going to use to obviously be confident about that trade. But let's just move back to our monthly. I want to show you guys something. Based on the last candlestick that the month gave birth to, guys, you can see the market moved up. They went back to retest. This is a pullback zone. Now, is this the part where I am saying we're going to push all the way up because the market has had its breather? That is possible, you know. But now, if I'm saying I'm seeing sells, are these just short-term sells? Are these probably just sells that the market is giving birth to just to take a breather? That's possible. Right. Now I am stuck in a position where I'm saying yes, I can see these sells coming into place. I don't know if you guys can hear me. You can just type it, type what you think. If you disagree, you're allowed to disagree. This is a community of traders coming together to actually predict the market. We don't know where the market is going. We have the responsibility of predicting it. I'm pushing down. I still see money. Definitely a whole lot of money. Okay, somebody said, why did you put a horizontal line there? So the reason as to why I put a horizontal line there is because, remember guys, I said past information is very important for what's about to happen in the future. So I now picked up that the market pushed up and it made a sharp turn here. So I'm definitely going to mark this, right? And if you look at what's currently happening, the market was still failing to break a similar zone. So this was basically me just pointing out a zone that is very close to where we currently are within the market. So yes, I can see us pushing up, but we are resisting. We are currently resisting a very powerful zone. I see someone saying, I agree with Kelsc, I agree on a short position sell. But now guys, remember, if we're seeing it buy long term, we're gonna wait for that sell. We're not gonna participate in short-term sells. We are investors. We're not coming in the market to make quick money. So if you're saying you agree with a short position, that is perfect. But now remember, on that monthly chart, we actually saw long buying positions. So I am saying, if we're saying it's short, let's patiently watch the short position take place. You know, let's wait for the market to push to a zone where we can now comfortably say we are definitely going to carry on buying. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. So if the candlestick breaks the horizontal, are you going to buy? Remember, I said anything that is broken must be retested, right? If I don't see my own personal confirmation, I will not enter that trade. You must not have a fear of missing out on trades. Someone just said good and simple analysis. Perfect. We keep it simple. Do not complicate yourself with terminologies that you're not going to understand. If you understand this trend line as a line moving in a skewed direction, it's definitely a line moving in a skewed direction, you know. But just understand your basics and use those to back up your analysis. How do you know the difference between a long position or a short position? You obviously have to understand where the market is moving long term on bigger time frames. And this is why we usually say you want to see it from a bird eye view, you know. And then short term is obviously you analyzing on smaller time frames to predict the market. So guys, I've been here. This is the only one I wanted to break down for you guys because you said GBP USD. I really hope I did help you understand. Remember, be patient. If you're seeing that sell, but you know this GBP/USD has to move up, patiently wait for it to finish the sell. That is the market just taking a breather. I don't know if you guys understand me. That is the market just taking a breather. You will confidently hop in when it's time to hop in again. Let me just see if I can find another chart. Okay, is this the part where I wrap up? It's time. Okay, are you gonna close it? Or I see a whole lot of people saying Nasdaq. I see people saying Nasdaq. I'm not gonna run past Nasdaq. I've been having conversations about Nasdaq for the longest time. Guys, this has been a beautiful session. Thank you for everyone on this community. I see there's a whole lot of us. Let's come back on board again tomorrow. In fact, tonight at 8 p.m. I'm so excited to see if GBP/USD is in fact going to do what we predicted, you know, and all the other charts that we did run past. And we definitely need more female traders who are going to come in on board with a whole lot of confidence. Thank you so much, guys, for this session. It was beautiful. Remember, do not be scared to miss out on a trend that you don't understand. That is what makes a matured trader. Thank you so much. We will see you again tonight. Is this the part where